press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome to part 17 of the unit alcohols, phenols and ethers. So today also I am going to continue the questions on competitive part. So question number 107. Question number 107. Which of the following not gives effervescence with sodium bicarbonate? So carbonates and bicarbonates are decomposed by acids only when their acidic strength is greater than the strength of the acidic character of compound is greater than the acidic character of carbonic acid. Is clear? So if the acid is more stronger than carbonic acid, all such acids which decomposes both carbonates and bicarbonates. So that is why. So which of the following not gives effervescence, does not react? Phenol. Phenol is weaker acid than carbonic acid. So C6H5OH is weaker acid than carbonic acid. Hence, so phenol, it does not decomposes carbonate and bicarbonate, but benzoic acid. So benzoic acid is more stronger acidic character than carbonic acid. 2,4-dinitrophenol, it is also more acidic than carbonic acid. 2,4,6-trinitrophenol is also more acidic than carbonic acid. Hence, option 2, 3 and 4, they can decompose as carbonates and bicarbonates. But phenol, it does not decomposes carbonates and bicarbonates. So therefore, first option is the right option for question number 107. Next, question number 109. Question number 109. Phenol reacts with zinc on distillation gives A on treatment with nitrate mixture. It is a mixture of concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid gives B. B on heating with zinc and NaOH gives C. In the above reaction, A, B and C are the following compounds. So phenol C6H5OH, phenol on distilling with zinc dust, to form benzene. So here zinc is used to eliminate phenolic group to form benzene. So when benzene, it is heated with concentrated sulfuric acid and concentrated nitric acid. It is a nitrate mixture. So therefore, benzene, it undergoes nitration to form nitrobenzene. So when nitrobenzene on heating with zinc serves zinc and NaOH. So zinc and NaOH, so it is a reduction reaction. It is also a very good reducing agent. So therefore, nitrobenzene, it is converted into hydrazobenzene. C6H5NH, C6H5NH, single bond NH, C6H5. So this is called hydrazobenzene. So this is the final product. So A is benzene, B is nitrobenzene, C is hydrazobenzene. So your option is fourth option, benzene, nitrobenzene and hydrazobenzene. So fourth option is the right option. But in the final step, nitrobenzene, so C6H5NO2 plus So it undergoes reduction. Again, it involves. So another molecule of nitrobenzene, 6H5NO2. So to form. So here it is like this. So 4 oxygen atoms takes up 8 hydrogen. So therefore 10 hydrogen atoms are required. So to form C6H5NH, double bonds or single bond, NH, C6H5 plus 4H2O. So actually this is the conversion of nitrobenzene to hydrazobenzene. This is hydrazobenzene. Is clear? So here zinc and NaOH, it acts as a good reducing agent. Is clear? So hence for the question number 109, fourth option is the right option. Next question number 112. Question number 112. Aspirin is also known as, aspirin is also called acetyl salicylic acid. Acetyl salicylic acid. Salicylic acid is orthohydroxybenzene. So here OH, COOH. This is orthohydroxybenzoic acid. Orthohydroxybenzoic acid is salicylic acid, acetyl salicylic acid. So in phenolic group, H is replaced by COCH3 group. So this is called acetyl group. Acetyl salicylic acid is called aspirin. So it is one of the most important antipyretic as well as analgesic drug. And one more compound is there, fourth option, methyl salicylate. Methyl salicylate is also called salol. So methyl salicylate. Methyl salicylate is called salol. Acetyl salicylic acid is called aspirin. Is clear? Acetyl salicylic acid. So second option is the right option. Next question number 113. Question number 113. Assertion: phenol is less acidic than paranitrophenol. Phenol is less acidic than paranitrophenol. So that is right. Assertion is right. Phenolate ion is more stable than paranitrophenolate ion. This is the wrong statement. So phenol, so assertion is correct, but reason is wrong. Reason is wrong. Phenolate ion is more stable than paranitrophenolate ion. So phenolate ion means phenoxide ion. So this is phenoxide ion. So then another one is paranitrophenolate. So O minus NO2. So here among these two, this is more stable. Phenolate ion is less stable. Hence, assertion is true, but reason is false. So third option is the right option for question number 113. Next question number 114. Phenol gives the characteristic coloration with. So phenol, so already in the theory class I told you distinguishing test between phenol and alcohols. So when phenol, C6H5OH, phenol, when it is treated with ferric chloride, FeCl3, to form FeOC6H5 hexaphenoxy, hexafenoxoferrate 3 complex ion. This is the violet color. This is violet color. So ferrichloride with phenol, it gives violet color. Then so along with 3 HCl, so 3 moles of HCl. The remaining 3 H plus as it is. It's clear? So look here. So hexafenoxoferrate 3 complex ion. Ferrate 3 complex ion. So this is the violet colored complex. Any phenolic compound is treated with ferrichloride, it gives violet color. Hence, it is the distinction test. Neutral ferrichloride test is the distinction test for phenol also. Hence, your option is third one. Third option is the right option for question number 114. Next, question number 116. Question number 116. Question number 116. When sodium tertiary butoxide and methyl iodide are reacted, the product formed is sodium tertiary butoxide, CH3C, CH3, CH3, ONA. Sodium tertiary butoxide, it is treated with methyl iodide, CH3I. So here, alkyl halide should be primary. So this is the 1 degree alkyl halide. So that is why, so this is an example for Williamson's ether synthesis reaction. So this method is employed for the preparation of substituted ethers. So we get CH3, 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 so OCS3. Substituted ethers can be prepared by treating sodium tertiary butoxide with methyl iodide. Is clear? So note here, suppose in case if tertiary alkyl halide is used, in such cases methoxide ion that can act as a base. Is clear? So this is one of the method of preparation of substituted ethers or ethers containing substituted alkyl groups. So the answer is tertiary butyl methyl ether. Tertiary butyl methyl ether. So second option is the right option. Next question. Question number 117. Question number 117. When tertiary butyl chloride is made to react with sodium methoxide, tertiary butyl chloride, when it is heated with sodium methoxide, CH3ONA. So we know that sodium methoxide are in general alkoxide ions, RO minus. It acts as nucleophile. It acts as a nucleophile as well as base. It acts as a nucleophile as well as a base. But in this case, this nucleophile, so here if it acts as a nucleophile, it attacks to the carbon atom carrying the leaving group. The leaving group is Cl. So that is why due to the presence of 3 bulky groups, this reaction takes place via a SN2 mechanism. SN2 mechanism. It is a one-step mechanism. So that is why the nucleophilic attack to this carbon atom which carries the leaving group, it is not possible due to the presence of 3 bulky groups. This is called steric hindrance. So that is why here it cannot act as a nucleophile, it acts as a base. It acts as a base. So base is a substance which can abstract proton. Hence, so one proton from this methyl group, it is accepted by this CS3O minus and bonding electron comes over here. At the same time, this chlorine atom gets the bonding electrons and eliminated as Cl minus. Cl minus interacts with Na plus to form NaCl. So this leads to the formation of CS3C double bond CH2 plus CH3 OH plus NaCl. NaCl. So look at the previous question. So that is question number 116. So 116, 17. So comparing these two questions, sodium tertiary butoxide and methyl iodide. Sodium tertiary butoxide ion that can act as a nucleophile that leads to the formation of substituted ether. But tertiary butyl chloride and sodium methoxide, so here sodium methoxide acts as a base, it cannot act as a nucleophile. Is clear? Base is a substance which can abstract proton. It is one-step mechanism, a SN2 mechanism. It attacks to this carbon atom carrying halogen because halogen is the leaving group. So that is why due to steric hindrance, this nucleophile cannot attach to this carbon. So instead of it acts as a nucleophile, it acts as a base. Base is a substance which can abstract proton from the tertiary butyl chloride to form isobutylene. Or 2-methyl 1-propene. Hence, your option is fourth one. So for question number 117, fourth option is the right option. So if tertiary alkyl halide on treatment with sodium alkoxide, only the elimination reaction takes place. It does not undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction. Next question number 118. Question number 118. Among the following sets of reactants, which one produces anisole? So what is meant by anisole? Anisole is methyl phenyl ether. So methyl phenyl ether. So this is anisole. So formula is C6H5OCS3. This is anisole. So when anisole, which is formed by the reaction with what anta kelidare. So look here, it is the product. Anisole is the product. C6H5OCS3. Ethers can be prepared by Williamson's ether synthesis reaction method, either starting with phenoxide ion with methyl halide, or methoxide with iodobenzene or aryl halides. But we know that aryl halides are least reactive. That is why phenoxide ion C6H5ONA on treatment with methyl halides. So here Na and X eliminated as NaX to form methyl phenyl ether. And this sodium phenoxide, it is obtained by the reaction between phenol and sodium hydroxide. So here water molecule is eliminated. So H and OH, and H is replaced by Na to form sodium phenate or sodium phenoxide. H. C6H5ONA. So this is phenyl methyl ether. It is formed by the reaction between methyl halide and sodium phenoxide C6H5ONA. So this Na and X eliminated as NaX to form the required compound anisole. And this sodium phenoxide, it is formed by the reaction between phenol C6H5OH and sodium hydroxide. So OH and H eliminated as water gives sodium phenate. So therefore the reactants are phenol, NaOH and methyl halide. These are the three reagents. Phenol is one of the product. Other one is sodium hydroxide. And then methyl halide. Or ನೀವು ಜನರಲ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಫಿನಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ methyl halide. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಫಿನಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಫಿನಾಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಬೇಸ್ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಯುವರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ So option 1 is the right option for the preparation of anisole. Next question number 119. Question number 119. Select the appropriate reactants to prepare the following ether. So to prepare this ether, so this is the ether, CH3, 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 O, C2H5, OC2H5. This is the ether which is prepared starting from what? What are the reagents required for the preparation of this tertiary butyl ethyl tertiary butyl ether? Sorry, tertiary butyl ethyl ether. So this compound, it is the substituted ether. It is the substituted ether or ethers containing substituted alkyl groups. They can be prepared starting from. So look here, the substituted ethers can be prepared by Williamson's ether synthesis reaction method. In this case, alkyl halide should be primary. So if alkyl halide should be primary, then only we get substituted ethers can be prepared. So in this case, ethyl CH3, CH3, C, CH3, CH3, ONA plus ethyl halide C2H5X. This is 1 degree alkyl halide. In the preparation of ethers containing substituted alkyl groups, alkyl halide should be primary. Alkyl halide should be primary. If it is secondary or tertiary, so elimination reaction competes over substitution reaction. Nodi, Williamson's it is usually the acento mechanism type reaction. Reaction ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಫೈಲ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬಲ್ಕಿ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಬಲ್ಕಿ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅನ್ಹಿಂಡರ್ಡ್. ಅನ್ಹಿಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ alkyl halides. If secondary or tertiary alkyl halides are used, elimination reaction competes over the substitution reaction. Means so final product is alkene, but this is the ether, substituted ether. So this can be prepared starting from alkyl halide. It should be primary alkyl halide, and other one is base. Nucleophile. This is nucleophile. It is primary alkyl halide. Is clear? Hence your option is sodium tertiary butoxide and then ethyl halide or ethoxide ion. So not ethoxide, ethyl halide. Hence your option is sodium tertiary butoxide. Butoxide ion ಕೊಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ in the second option, and ethyl halide ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ethyl bromide ಅಂತ ಕೊಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Hence second option is the right option. Second option is the right option for question number 119. Is clear? Next question number 120. What is Y in the following reactions? What is Y in the following reactions? Ethyl iodide and sodium ethoxide, C2H5I plus C2H5ONA. This reaction is called Williamson's ether synthesis reaction. I and Na eliminated as NaI to form C2H5 OC2H5. This reaction is called Williamson's ether synthesis reaction. Then second one, so X is diethyl ether. Then this X on hitting with HI, 2HI. Excess of hydride acid is used. So bond breaks occurs like this. So both CO bonds are breaks. So 1I, 1H, again 1I, 1H. So H2O and 2 moles of ethyl iodide and along with H2O. Hence your option is ethyl iodide. Second option is the right option for question number 120. Second option is the correct option. Next, question number 121. Question number 121. Consider the following reaction: sodium ethoxide and ethyl iodide. Potassium ethoxide C2H5OK and ethyl iodide C2H5I. So on heating, it gives X. This X is K and I eliminated as Ki. X is C2H5 OC2H5. This is a diethyl ether. Then, which of the following reagents converts ethyl bromide to X? So this is X. So when ethyl bromide C2H5Br, when it is heated with the dry silver oxide AzOAz plus BrC2H5, on heating dry silver oxide with ethyl bromide, so we get AzBr, again AzBr, 2AzBr to form C2H5OC2H5. So 2AzBr. So hence this compound is dry silver oxide. This reaction is also called Williamson's ether synthesis reaction. So starting from ethyl bromide, diethyl ether can also be prepared by using, not only by using sodium or potassium ethoxide. So if dry silver oxide is used, in that case also we get diethyl ether. Is clear? So ethyl bromide on heating with dry silver oxide to form diethyl ether. Hence your answer is dry silver oxide. Second option is the right option. Second option is the right option for question number 121. Next, question number 122. Question number 122. Ethylene reacts with HI in the presence of aluminum chloride gives A with aqueous KOH gives B on treatment with sulfuric acid at 140 degree centigrade gives C. Here C is when ethylene CH2, double bond CH2, on treatment with HI, so HI to form ethyl iodide CH3 CH2I. So when it is heated with HI in the presence of aluminum chloride to form ethyl iodide. Then ethyl iodide on heating with aqueous KOH. So this is an example for nucleophilic substitution reaction. I and K eliminated as Ki to form CH3 CH2OH, ethyl alcohol. Then ethyl alcohol on heating with concentrated sulfuric acid at 140 degrees centigrade. So here the temperature is very, very important. At 140 degrees centigrade we get, at 170 degrees centigrade we get ethylene, at 140 degrees centigrade we get diethyl ether C2H5OC2H5. So here, so 2 moles of ethanol is used, CH3 CH2OH, again HO, CS2 CS3 to form diethyl ether. It alcohols undergoes a dehydration reaction at 140 degree centigrade to form diethyl ether. So hence your option is first option, ethoxyethane. So this is the answer. So first option is the right option, ethoxyethane or diethyl ether. First option is the right option for question number 122. Next question number 124. Question number 124. Ethanol with sodium metal gives X, X with ethyl chloride gives Y. Incorrect statement is, incorrect statement, ethanol, ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH, ethyl alcohol on treatment with sodium metal to form sodium ethoxide, C2H5ONA. When sodium ethoxide on treatment with C2H5Cl, chloroethane. So here Na and Cl eliminated as NaCl to form C2H5O C2H5, diethyl ether. So Y is diethyl ether. So incorrect statement, Y is diethyl ether, first option is right. Y is Williamson synthesis, that is also correct. So because the reaction between sodium alkoxide and alkyl halide, the reaction is Williamson synthesis. And Y is nucleophilic substitution reaction, that is also correct. So here the nucleophile, so which attacks to this carbon atom carrying halogen, this leads to the formation of diethyl ether, that is also right. Y is more reactive than ethanol. Y is diethyl ether, it is less reactive than ethanol, less reactive than ethanol. So fourth one is the wrong one. Fourth one is incorrect, that is your answer. Next question number 126. Question number 126. Formation of diethyl ether from ethanol is based on formation of diethyl ether from ethanol, C2H5OH, again HOC2H5, in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid at 140 degrees centigrade to form diethyl ether, C2H5 OC2H5. So dehydration reaction, dehydration of ethanol. So for the question number 126, so first option is the right option. So because ethanol undergoes dehydration giving diethyl ether, so it is the dehydration reaction. Dehydration of alcohols gives ethers. Dehydration of alcohols also gives alkenes. Is clear? So first option is the right option for question number 126. Next question number 127. Next question. Compound formed when ethyl bromide is heated with dry silver oxide is, so in the previous question already I told you, so ethyl bromide C2H5Br, when it is heated with dry silver oxide AzOAz plus BrC2H5. AzBr, here also AzBr to form C2H5OC2H5 plus 2AzBr. This is diethyl ether. Diethyl ether. So second option is the right option for question number 127. So this reaction is also called Williamson's ether synthesis reaction, not only by the reaction between sodium alkoxides and alkyl halides. So ethers can also be prepared by treating alkyl halide with trisilver oxide. So to form ether, this reaction is also called Williamson's ether synthesis reaction. Next question number 128. Methyl phenyl ether can be obtained by reacting. Methyl phenyl ether, it is also called anisole. So previous question helidene. Methyl phenyl ether. So C6, H5, OCS3. This is methyl phenyl ether. So this is obtained by the reaction between phenol or phenoxide ion C6H5ONA with methyl iodide or in general methyl halide. So ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಫಿನಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಐಯೋಡೈಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಐಯೋಡೈಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಫಿನಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್. ಸೊ Na and I eliminated as NaI to form anisole. So option is phenoxide ion and methyl iodide. So first option is the right option. So methyl phenyl ether is anisole. Next question. Question number 130. Question number 130. Question number 130. Assertion: both symmetrical and unsymmetrical ethers can be prepared by Williamson's synthesis. So assertion is correct. So assertion is right. Both symmetrical and unsymmetrical ethers, if two same kind of organic groups are attached to oxygen atom in ether, that is symmetrical. If two different alkyl or aryl groups are attached to the oxygen atoms in case of ethers, that is unsymmetrical ethers. So both ethers can be prepared by Williamson's ether synthesis reaction method. A is correct. Reason: Williamson synthesis is an example for nucleophilic substitution. Yes, this is right. It is Williamson synthesis is an example for nucleophilic substitution. That is correct. But it is not the correct reason for the assertion. It is not correct reason for the assertion. So hence your option is both assertion and reasons are true. That is correct. Reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. So hence for the question number 130, second option is the right option. Next question. Question number 131. Question number 131. Which one is formed when sodium phenoxide is heated with ethyl iodide? Sodium phenoxide C6H5ONA. Sodium phenoxide is heated with ethyl iodide C2H5I. So Na and I eliminated as sodium iodide to form C6H5OC2H5 plus NaI. So this is called ethyl phenyl ether. Ethyl phenyl ether, it is also called phenitol. This is called phenitol. Hence for the question number 131, first option is the right option. Phenitol means ethyl phenyl ether. Next question number 133. Question number 133. Methyl tertiary butyl ether can be prepared by using methyl tertiary butyl ether. Methyl tertiary butyl ether. So this is the methyl tertiary butyl ether. So this is prepared by using So this is the ether containing substituted alkyl group. It is a substituted ether. Hence, this alkyl halide should be primary. So this is the substituted ether. Hence, alkyl halide should be primary. Means some methyl halide with the sodium tertiary butoxide. CS3C, CH3, CH3, ONA. So here, methoxide ion, it acts as a nucleophile, it attacks to the methyl group, then X eliminated. So therefore, in the given options, sodium tertiary butoxide is CTH5 tries CONA, that is wrong. Then in the second option, sodium methoxide is given. Sodium methoxide, that is not possible, that acts as a base. In such cases, alkene is the major product. Then CH3 tries CONA. So sodium tertiary butoxide and methyl chloride. So our chlorine ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇದು ತಗೊಳ್ರೆ. So to form tertiary butyl methyl ether. So hence third option is the right option for this question. Question number 133. Third option is the right option. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ correct ಆಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರೆ any substituted ethers or ethers containing substituted ethers can be prepared starting from primary alkyl halide. So if 1 degree alkyl halide is used in case of Williamson's ether synthesis reactions, the alkoxide ion acts as a nucleophile. Instead of primary alkyl halide, if secondary or tertiary alkyl halides are used, butoxide ion or in general the alkoxide ion that can act as a base cannot act as a nucleophile. Is it clear? ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ this reaction follows a Sento mechanism. It is one step mechanism. So nucleophile attacks to the carbon atom which carries the leaving group. Is clear? Hence the compound or the reagents involving primary alkyl halide that leads to the formation of ethers containing substituted alkyl group. Is clear? So for the question number 133, third option is the right option. Next question. Question number 135. Question number 135. C6H5OCS2CS2OH with the excess of HBr. So look at the reaction. C6H5OCH2CH2OH on treatment with excess of HBr, hydrobromic acid. So this is the ether containing phenyl group. So that is why this oxygen atom is strongly bonded with carbon atom of benzene ring. That is why the bond breaks occurs like this. So one of the compound should be phenol. So here among HBr, so here 1H and 1Br. At the same time, this also bond breaks occurs like this. So here 1H and 1Br. It requires 2 moles of HBr. Excess of HBr is given. Hence the product is phenol, C6H5OH phenol, and along with ethylene dibromide, CH2Br bond CH2Br. Is clear? So these are the 2 compounds formed along with the formation of, so here along with 1 mole of water is eliminated plus H2O. Is clear? So this is the reaction involving in the conversion of the given compound with excess of HBr. So phenol and 1,2-dibromoethane or ethylene dibromide. So our option is phenol is one of the compound So first option is the right option for question number 135. First option is the correct option. Second option alcohol ಕೊಡಿದ್ರೆ ಡೈಹೈಡ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಫಿನೈಲ್ ಬ್ರೋಮೈಡ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಎನಿ ethers containing phenyl group, one of the important product is phenol. One of the important product is phenol. ಇದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಇದು. ಯಾವಾಗ ಯಾವುದೇ ಈಥರ್ಲಿ ಫಿನೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಇಫ್ ಈಥರ್ ಕಂಟೈನಿಂಗ್ ಫಿನೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್, ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಿನಾಲ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಫಿನಾಲ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು? ಸೊ ಈ CO ಬಾಂಡೇ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ right option for question number 135. Next 136. Question number 136. Anisole on treatment with nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid gives. Anisole, it is the aromatic ether, C6H5OCS3. OCS3. When it is treated with concentrated nitric acid in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, HNO3 in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, nitrating mixture. So anisole undergoes nitration. So nitric acid can be written as OHNO2, OHNO2, HNO3. So hydrogen atom from ortho position with respect to this methoxy group, and OH group from one molecule of nitric acid eliminated as water to form orthonitroanisole. So one product is orthonitroanisole. Since methoxide group is both ortho and para directing, therefore from the second molecule of anisole and from the second molecule of nitric acid, hydrogen atom from para position, it is also replaced by another NO2 group to form the para derivative. So this is the para nitroanisole. Orthonitroanisole and para nitroanisole, these are the products formed when anisole is treated with nitrating mixture. Is it clear? So therefore your option is third option. So third option is the right option. So these are orthonitroanisole and paranitroanisole. Next, question number 137. Question number 137. Major organic product in the reaction. CH3O CH3 twice, CH3 when it is treated with EHI. This is the ether containing secondary alkyl group. Ether containing secondary alkyl group. If ether containing primary or secondary alkyl groups, ether containing primary and secondary alkyl groups, in such cases halogen can form a bond with lower organic group. Halogen can form a bond with lower organic group. Lower organic group ಯಾವುದಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಎರಡಿದಾವೆ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್. ಒಂದು ಮೀಥೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು ಐಸೋಪ್ರೋಪೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಲೋಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಲೋಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಲೋಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. Hence, the iodide ion can form a bond with the CH3 to form bond breaks occurs like this. Here H, here I. So to form methyl iodide and isopropyl alcohol, CH3, CHOH, CH3. So these are the two compounds. Is it clear? Ether containing primary or secondary alkyl groups. Halide ion can form a bond with lower alkyl group that results in the formation of alkyl halide. Lower alkyl halide. Hence your option is Second option. Second option is the right option for question number 137. Second option is correct. Next, question number 139. Question number 139. Among the following ethers, which one will produce methyl alcohol on treatment with a hot concentrated HI? Hot concentrated HI. But among the following ethers, which one will produce methyl alcohol on treatment with a hot and concentrated HI? So look at the first, second options. So first option containing both the alkyl groups are primary. In the second compound containing one primary and one secondary. In the third option containing one tertiary alkyl group and one primary alkyl group. Is it clear? So when it is treated with the hot concentrated HI, it gives. Now among the following ethers, which one will produce methyl alcohol? Methyl alcohol na yavadu produce madutte anta keltare. So if we take first option, iodide ion can form a bond with lower organic group, that is methyl group. That is why methyl iodide is formed. Similarly for second option also. In the third option, CH3, CH3, O, CH3. So when it is treated with HI, so it is the ether containing tertiary alkyl group. So we know that just you can imagine the mechanism of this reaction. First step is protonation. So protonation, protonated alcohol formation, protonated ether form agutte. So protonated ether form adre higirutte. Then in the second step, among this CO and these CO bonds, if this CO bond breaks, then in this case the bonding electrons are accepted by this group, methyl carbocation is generated. Or if this CO bond breaks, so this oxygen atom takes up the bonding electrons and tertiary carbocation is generated. Among methyl carbocation and the tertiary carbocations, tertiary carbocation is more stable. So that is why this I minus attacks to this C group, tertiary carbocation. This results in the formation of tertiary butyl iodide, CS3C, CS3, CS3I and methanol, CH3OH. So hence third option is the right option for question number 139. Is it clear? So if the ethers containing tertiary alkyl group, it generates more stable tertiary carbocation. Hence halide ion attached to the more stable tertiary carbocation results in the formation of alkyl halides and methanol. So that is why this bond breaks occurs like this. So here I, here H. So this leads to the formation of methanol. Third option gives methanol. First and second option, methyl iodide is obtained. Is clear? Next. Question number 141. Question number 141. Benzyl phenyl ether is heated with HI, gives A and B. The compounds A and B are benzyl phenyl ether C6H5 CH2 O C6H5. Benzyl phenyl ether, so it is heated with HI to form A and B. A is, so this is the compound containing, ether containing phenyl group. So phenol is one of the products, C6H5 OH is one of the products. So that is why this bond breaks occurs like this. Is clear? So when it is heated with HI, so hydrogen can form a bond with this oxygen to form phenol, and iodine can form a bond with this benzyl group to form benzyl iodide C6H5 CS2I. So these are the two products. So A is phenol, B is benzyl iodide, or A is benzyl iodide, B is phenol. So two compounds are phenol and benzyl iodide. Phenol and benzyl iodide. So third option is the right option. So third option is the right option for question number 141. Next, question number 142. Question number 142. The compound is Me. Me means methyl group. So two CH2 groups, one oxygen atom. Again, so look here. Me. Me means methyl group. So here also methyl group, methyl group. Excess of HI. Excess of HI. So when it is heated with excess of HI, it gives. So here also bond breaks, here also bond breaks occurs like this. So one I, one H, again one I, one H. S2 is eliminated. The product is CS3 CS2I. So Me I plus so here I Me. So Me. So these are the two products. CH2I. So here CH2I. CH2I. This compound and also this one. So your option is, so first option, in the first option alcohol is formed, that is wrong. In the second option, so in the second option, so with the excess of HI, so second option is not possible. Second option is not possible because CH2I is given. Then the third option, so in the third option, question number 142, in the third option, CS3, CS2, CS2I, CS3, CS2, CS2I, that is right. And other one is CH3, CH2, CS3, CS3I. So third option is the right option. ನೋಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 142, ಸೊ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ಇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿರಲಿ, when it is heated with excess of HI, so both CO bonds are breaks. This results in the formation of only the alkyl halides. Both the compounds are alkyl halides, only the alkyl halides. If so limited quantity of HI is given or at cold conditions are given, in such cases the halogen can form a bond with lower organic group. So adannu kuda chenaಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. It's clear? So for the question number 142, third option is the right option. Next question number 143. Question number 143. In the following reaction, the products are, so when anhydrous HI is given, so tertiary butyl methyl ether, tertiary butyl methyl ether, so anhydrous hydriodic acid is given. So anhydrous hydriodic acid, that is this is the compound which contains tertiary alkyl group. Look here, this is the compound which contains the tertiary alkyl group. Then the halogen can form a bond with tertiary carbocation. So because this bond breaks, so one H and one I. Reason is, first step is protonation. Protonated ether is obtained. Among this CO and this CO, ಈ ಎರಡು ಬಾಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆದರೆ ಟರ್ಷರಿ ಕಾರ್ಬೋಕ್ಯಾಟಯನ್ ಬರುತ್ತದೆ. Then the final step, iodide ion, it attacks to the more stable tertiary carbocation. Hence the product is tertiary butyl iodide. Tertiary butyl iodide and along with methanol. And along with methanol is obtained. Is it clear? Hence your option is second option. So second option is the right option for question number 143. Is it clear? Second option is the right option. Next question. Next question number 145. Question number 145. Which alkyl halide would be preferred for the synthesis of the following ether by Williamson's synthesis? Which alkyl halide is preferred? This is the ether containing secondary alkyl group. Ether containing secondary alkyl group. So secondary and tertiary alkyl halides iddare ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. So ethers containing substituted alkyl groups, they can be prepared only by taking primary alkyl halide. Primary alkyl halide. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಎರಡೇ ಆಪ್ಷನ್, ಐಸೋಪ್ರೋಪೈಲ್ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಈಥೈಲ್ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಎರಡೇ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ. C2H5O CH CS3 CS3. Either isopropyl chloride or ethyl chloride is taken, but this is the ether containing the secondary alkyl group. Hence primary alkyl halide should be prepared. While preparing ethers containing substitute alkyl groups, so in case of Williamson's ether synthesis reaction method, alkyl halide should be primary. So therefore this compound is prepared starting from ethyl chloride C2H5Cl and along with NaOCHCS3 So isopropyl sodium isopropyl oxide with ethyl chloride, that gives substituted ether. Hence your option is third option. So ethyl chloride is preferred for the preparation of this compound. So for the question number 145, third option is the right option. Next question number 146. Question number 146. A and A plus B will give rise to CS3O CS3 thrice tertiary butyl methyl ether with HI X and Y. So tertiary butyl methyl ether kottidare andre, that is the substituted ether. When it is treated with HI, iodine can form a bond with tertiary carbocation. Tertiary carbocation. Hence the products are, so one is methanol and other one is alkyl halide. A plus B, it gives CH3O CS3 thrice. CS3 thrice. So when it is treated with HI, so halide ion can form a bond with this more stable tertiary carbocation that leads to the formation of, so bond breaks occurs like this here, H and I, to form CS3OH, methanol and tertiary butyl iodide, CH3 CS3I. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ethers containing substituted alkyl groups, then the reaction of such ethers with HI, iodide ion can form a bond with more stable carbocation. So here more stable carbocation is tertiary carbocation. So because this in the first step, the ether which undergoes protonation, so protonation ಆದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಮೆಥನಾಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆದರೆ tertiary carbocation ಬರ್ತದೆ. To the tertiary carbocation, iodide ion attacks. This results in the formation of methanol and tertiary butyl iodide. Methanol and tertiary butyl iodide. So your option is third option. So third option is the right option for this question. Methanol and tertiary butyl iodide, third option. Next, question number 148. Question number 148. C6H5OCS2CS3 with HI. So this is also very important. So it is also an ether containing phenyl group. So one of the important compound is phenol. So that is why your option is 2. So for question number 148, second option is correct option. So reason is that is ether containing phenyl group. So on treatment with HI gives one of the compound is phenol. So that is why second option is the right option for question number 148. Next. So the question is not like this, not the product, not correct, negative statement is given. So question number 148, so note 6H5OCS2CS3. So actually the compound is, so this is wrong. So not correct anta kelidare avರಲ್ಲಿ C6H5OCH2CH3. So with HI, with hydriodic acid. So not correct anta, not formed anta helidare. So the actual reaction is the bond breaks occurs like this. So here HI. So actual compounds are phenol and ethyl iodide, CS3CH2I. These are the two compounds, phenol and ethyl iodide. Phenyl iodide is not possible. Phenol is correct. Both of these, none of these. So that is why not correct is first one. Not correct is first one. Wrong statement ಕೇಳಿದಾರಲ್ಲಿ. Next. Question number 150. Question number 150. Question according to Lewis concept of acids and bases, ether is. So look here, ether which contains oxygen atom linked to two organic groups. So oxygen atom has two lone pairs of electrons. It has the tendency to donate a lone pair of electrons. Hence it is a Lewis base. Hence it is a Lewis base. Hence your option is 2. So second option is the right option for question number 150. It is basic in nature. Next question number 154. Question number 154. When anisole is heated with HI, the product is, I think it is the repeated question. So here anisole containing the phenyl group. So one of the important compound is phenol. So that is why fourth option is the right option for question number 154. Fourth option is the right answer. So phenol and methyl iodide. Next question number 158. So wait, question number 156. Question number 156. Question number 156. Rectified spirit is a mixture of, so already in the theory class I told you rectified spirit is a mixture of 95.5% ethanol, 95.5% ethanol and 4.5% water. ನೋಡಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಯರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ 95.5% ethanol and 4.5% water. So fourth option is the right option for question number 156. Next question number 157. Question number 157. So ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ equations ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ denatured alcohol. In order to make alcohol undrinkable, pyridine and methanol are added. The resulting alcohol is called. So power alcohol means it is used to generate power. Is clear? So here, in order to make alcohol undrinkable, so ethanol is made unfit for drinking purpose by adding so methanol and pyridine, and also copper sulfate is added for coloration. That is why such alcohol is called denatured alcohol. So hence for the question number 157, so third option is the right option. Third option is the right option. Next, Question number 159. Question number 159. Wine alcoholic beverages contains. So alcoholic beverage ಅಂತ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ethanol. Alcoholic beverage means ethanol. Wine alcoholic beverage contains ethanol. So for the question number 159, so ethanol so is the right answer. So option third option. So third option is the right option for question number 159. Is it clear? Next question number 160. Tonics in general contains. So medicinal syrups are prepared starting from the organic solvent like ethanol. Ethanol is used. Ethanol means, so here third option, ethanol is used. Rectified spirit, that is 95.5% ethanol. But here common dilute solution is used. So that is ethanol. So for the question number 160, question number 160, so third option is the right option. Third option is the right option. Next question number 167. Question number 167. Ethyl alcohol exhibits acidic character on reacting with. So ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. Ethanol, acidic character of ethanol, it is made. Acidic character of ethanol is made by treating with alkali metals, so active metals like either sodium, potassium or aluminum. So ethanol is made acidic by treating with active metals like either sodium or potassium or aluminum metal. So ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Hence for the question number 167, second option is the right option. Second option is the right option. Next, question number 171. Question number 171. Question number 171. Wait. So look at the question number 170. Lucas test is used to distinguish between. So it is a test for alcohols. It is used to distinguish text between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. So for the question number 170, so first option is the right option. So it is a test which is used to distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. Alva? So ಅಲ್ಲಿ Lucas test ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾರೆ, anhydrous zinc chloride and hydrochloric acid ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. So if it gives a turbidity immediately, that is tertiary alcohol. Turbidity appears after 5 minutes, that is secondary alcohol. Turbidity appears only on heating, that is the primary alcohol. Is it clear? That is a test which is used to distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. Question number 171. Mixture of methanol vapors and air is passed over heated copper. The products are. So methanol, CH3OH and air, these are passed over heated copper. So copper, which is used as a dehydrogenating agent, so N-methanol, so 1H and here also 1H is eliminated, then these two hydrogen atom takes up action and eliminated as water vapors, and along with one ನೋಡಿ ಈ ಎರಡು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ HCHO, so formaldehyde. So formaldehyde and water vapors are formed. Formaldehyde and water vapors. So second option is the right option for question number 171. Second option is correct. Next question number 176. Question number 176. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇಂದ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು, ಆ ಹಿಂಟನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಗ್ರಿಗ್ನಾರ್ಡ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಕಂಟೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್. ಸೊ ಗ್ರಿಗ್ನಾರ್ಡ್ ರಿಯೇಜೆಂಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್. ಸೊ ಗ್ರಿಗ್ನಾರ್ಡ್ ರಿಯೇಜೆಂಟ್ means RMGX which reacts with water or alcohols or amines or ammonia. So these are all the compounds containing active hydrogen to form hydrocarbons. So these are the compounds containing active hydrogen. This results in the formation of hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are particularly alkane. So hydrocarbon here is alkane. Alkane is obtained. So option 1 is the right option. Option 1 is the right option for question number 176. So for 176, first option is the right option. Next question number, last question, 180. Dehydration of 2-butanol yield. Dehydration of 2-butanol yield. Dehydration of 2-butanol. 2-butanol is CH3, CH, OH, CH2, CS3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2-butanol. So it undergoes dehydration to form. So this is alpha, this is beta, this is also beta. During dehydration, the beta hydrogen is eliminated. So if this hydrogen is eliminated, we get 1-butene is the product, CS2, CH, CH2, CS3. So this is 1-butene. Or if this hydrogen atom is eliminated, we get 2-butene, CS3, CH, double bond CH, CS3. So both 1-butene and 2-butenes are possible. So these are the possible products. But so among these two, 2-butene is the major compound. This is major. But 1-butene and 2-butenes are both the products are formed. But 2-butene is the major product because that is the more substituted alkene. Is clear? ಸೊ ಥಿಯರಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ 180 ಅರೌಂಡ್ 120 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಥಿಯರಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ 180 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಥಿಯರಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಪಕ್ಕ ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ರೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಹೋಗ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದೊಂದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡೋದು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.